Some of the ingredients that I will be using to make pulled pork sliders are: I am using a pork loin. I'll be using garlic powder, Morton's nature seasoning. I'll be using some vegetable oil, some smoked paprika, some chili powder. I'll be using some dried garlic, some salt, some black pepper, some apple cider vinegar, some soy sauce. I'll be using Texas Pete BBQ sauce, and I will be using some golden brown sugar, as well as 2 beef bouillon cubes. I will also be using some apple juice, which is 1 cup of apple juice. I will be using some diced onions, excuse me everyone, something fell, to make my pulled pork sliders, okay? And I will be using Hawaiian Rolls as well. So I have some of the King Sweet Hawaiian Rolls that I'll be using to make these pulled pork sliders. I will be showing you how to make the coleslaw as well. But first, let's get into cooking this pulled pork in our pressure cooker, because that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use my pressure cooker to make these pulled pork sliders. If you don't have a pressure cooker, remember you can always do this in your oven. The cook time will differ from making your pulled pork sliders in your pressure cooker. A pressure cooker, any kind of pressure cooker. I'll be using my Foodi pressure cooker, as you can see here, okay? Some of you guys have an Instant Pot, okay? So let's get into this video. Okay, boys, so the first thing I am going to do is I will be mixing up my seasoning. So let's start off with some brown sugar. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay. I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. A half a tablespoon of Morton's Nature's seasoning. A half a tablespoon of smoked paprika. Okay. I am going to use some chili powder, about, trying to get it out, a teaspoon of chili powder, some black pepper, I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons of black pepper, two teaspoons of salt, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm going to mix this together. And I'm going to add some vegetable oil, just a little bit, and make a little paste out of the seasoning, okay? And then I am going to mix this together, okay? So everything that I mixed in here will make a paste. However, I am going to add a little bit more of the smoked paprika, and this is what's going to help give it that smoky flavor. Now you can adjust your seasons according to your liking, okay? add just a little bit more oil to give it a little more of a pasty look. Okay. And here we have it. We have our paste for our pork loin. Okay. So my next step is to drop my beef bouillon cubes that you see I have here into my apple juice. And I am going to allow these to dissolve in my apple juice while I am preparing my pork loin for my pulled pork, okay?
Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to take my pork loin and I'm going to rub my paste over. Now, this pork loin did already previously have a marinade on it, and it's okay to have that marinade on it, okay? It was a mesquite marinade. It was bought in the pack that way, but it doesn't have a rub on it. Now, if you're going to smoke it, it will be done the same way. Yes, I am cooking this in the pressure cooker. If you're going to do it in the oven, I have it in a pan and I have it on a wire rack, and it will have the same ingredients, no different, if you're going to cook it in the oven, okay? We're going to be cooked the same way. Okay, so go ahead and put your rub on it. Okay. Now you can allow this to sit overnight, up to 24 hours, or a few days in the fridge with the seasoning on it, the extra seasoning as well. Okay. Rub it in really, really well. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get ready to cut it into fours.
Okay, everyone, so I've cut my pork loin into fours for the size of it. If your pork loin is bigger, you can cut it up into maybe 5 or 6 pieces. But I cut it up into fours, okay? Okay, so my first step is to open up my pressure cooker. I'm gonna power it on, okay? Then I am going to hit my sear saute button and it's on high. And I'm going to add some oil so that we can sear these 4 pieces of pork. Start button. Okay. So we're gonna hit our start button and we're gonna allow this to go ahead and heat up. Okay, so the next step is to go ahead, add your pork loin. Okay. And we are going to sear these pork loins on all sides, okay? Get ready to sear your pork loin on all sides. This is if you have an Instant Pot, like I have the Ninja Foodi or any type of pressure cooker. It should have a, you should be able to sear or saute in it, okay? So, you guys hear that? So that means it's searing when you hear the sizzle, okay? And we'll be back. See that beautiful color? And that's the fat side down, y'all. Okay. gonna get that beautiful color. I'm serious. You just want to render that fat down for about 5 minutes, okay? That fat is gonna create some good flavor. And now I'm gonna continue to sear my pork loin. These pulled pork sliders are gonna be extremely delicious. If you guys new to the channel, leave me a comment. Let me know who you are. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I Cooking with TK uploads a video. I'm making some delicious recipes that are easy, that anyone can make. And trust me, they're very, very tasty. So now, after I have seared my pork loins, I just move them off to the side. I'm going to add in my apple juice. I dropped 2 beef bouillon in. And you scrape this fond up off of the bottom. Okay. A lot of people don't know, but apples and pork go together very, very well. Bring some delicious flavors in, okay? The beef bouillon will dissolve once it starts pressure cooking, okay? Next, I am going to add in some soy sauce, okay? Just about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I am going to add in some vinegar. Don't need much vinegar. The apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add in about I can get my top off of here. About a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Not too much, okay? We are going to add in some onions. They don't have to be diced. I just bought them diced, you know, to save some time on cutting. Usually about 1 whole onion or half an onion, okay? So we have that in there. And then I'm gonna add in about two tablespoons of the dried garlic, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to let my pressure cooker lid down. Okay, so now let's get ready to turn our pressure cooker back on. Make sure that it is in the sealed position and that it's locked tightly. Turn it on. We are going to the pressure lid. So here we're gonna hit pressure, okay? And you're gonna hit, it's on high, okay? You're gonna hit time, and we are going to do this for 55 minutes. And hit start. 55 minutes. Okay, everyone, so in order to make coleslaw, you're gonna need certain ingredients. First, I'm not gonna cut up cabbage or carrots. I'm gonna use the tricolor coleslaw mix. It comes with green cabbage, carrots, and red cabbage, and it's already sliced up and cut up, so that's a step that you don't have to make, chefs. I am going to use the leftover diced onions that I have, okay? I'm going to use some sugar. That's granulated sugar, pure cane sugar. I'm going to use some lemon juice. I'm using the Mrs. Dash table blend because that seasoning, you guys, is very excellent. I'm going to use some black pepper, a little salt, some vinegar, and some mayonnaise. And that's apple cider vinegar. And that's all you need to make coleslaw. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, everyone, so my pressure cooker has stopped. It is in the cool down motion. I'm gonna let this cool down for about 15 minutes. Okay, everyone, so our pulled pork is done. So what I'm gonna get ready to do is I'm gonna get ready to take it out of my Ninja Foodi pressure cooker. And I am going to place it in this pan that I have placed here in front of me. And I am going to separate, like shred the pork. Okay, so I pulled my pork out and I shredded it. Okay, I took 2 forks and I shredded the pork, as you can see here. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add it back into our pressure cooker. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get ready to add our pork back in these juices, and you're gonna allow it to sit in these juices for 15 minutes to soak up all that goodness, okay? Because we don't want no dry pulled pork sliders or sandwiches, whichever you choose. I'm making sliders over here. We want it to have some delicious, good, wholesome flavor, okay? Can you guys see that? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix this around and allow it to sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes to soak up all these juices. Okay, see, it's already starting to soak it up. It's gonna have all that good flavor that we cook with. Ooh-wee. I can't wait, y'all. I'll be back after 15 minutes. Okay, so now what I'm gonna get ready to do is I am going to mix my barbecue sauce with my pulled pork so that we can get ready to start building our sliders and our flavor profile. Okay, just add a small amount of your barbecue sauce, whatever kind you like. Like I said, I'm using the Texas Pete barbecue sauce, everyone. Okay, so this is gonna be really, really tasty, full of a lot of flavor, you guys. I'm so excited. I've been wanting some barbecue for a while, and I decided I'm just gonna make some at home the way that I want it to be, because I just had the pork loin in there. So just go ahead and mix, give it a good mix with your barbecue sauce, and some of that juice, you can see that it's not dry. The juice from the pork is here once I got it out of my pressure cooker. Okay. And so here we have it, everyone, some delicious pulled pork sliders. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make some delicious pulled pork sliders. Trust me, y'all, they are delicious. Go ahead and try this recipe out if you have any type of pressure cooker, or you can go ahead and bake your meat in the oven, your pork loin, to make these pulled pork sliders. They're very delicious. trust me. I hope you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in with Cooking with TK. Peace. Have a great day.